in high school.
No kidding.
That is your body's
Because you
way
know
of
what?
saying,
I've been
"I
using
have
stuff
enough
from
silica."
Germany called pseudo-catalase lotion, and a lot of people sell catalase pills for gray hair. See, to me, I just thought it never bothered. It was more mature looking. Some girls even like a little bit of the salt and pepper hair. But you're saying if we take the super silica and we get up to therapeutic levels, we have a good shot of our hair turning back after a few months to the way it looked in school?
Oh, yeah, and if you like that little touch of gray look, still get your body filled with silica, and then you can go and have them add the little gray in on at the hairdresser if you want.
All right, that's it. I'm going to start super silica. I mean, the only thing is I was enjoying some of the white hair. I'd go and some girls would say, I like the salt and pepper hair is coming out. But okay, I'm going to start the super silica now. That's it. I'm going to do it. I've been doing cell power. Now I'm going to add super silica. I got to do it. I got to do it. I'm going to do it for 6 months straight. And I'm going to lose my white hair, and that's it. Say goodbye to the girls, but say hello to Super Silica. All right, Bert, thank you for joining us today. 20% off on both at Barry's. Whether you buy Silica, Super Silica Ionic, or whether you buy Cell Power, we're going to give you 20% off on each, whatever you want to do. Call us at Bert, thank you, 561-368-2070 or 888-888-8022. Bert, thank you very much for joining us today. And that was a great show.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Bye-bye.
You've been listening to Barry's Supplement Hour, brought to you by Barry's Vitamins and Herbs, located at 3551 North Federal Highway in Boca Raton. If you have further questions about today's program, please call the store at 561-368-2070. That's 561-368-2070. The toll-free order line is 888-888-8022. That's 888-888-8022. Or go online to berriesvitamins.com. That's berriesvitamins.com. The opinions expressed on the preceding sponsored program were strictly those of its host, guests, and callers and are not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors.
Any products mentioned on the show have not been evaluated by the FDA and are not intended to diagnose, treat, prevent.
Kids have the craziest ideas about food. Where do they get this stuff? Like eating Brussels sprouts helps you hit home runs. And eating carrots gives you X-ray vision. It's nuts. And I honestly have no idea where my daughter got this notion that broccoli is the official food of professional ballerinas. Kids, the only reason my 4-year-old loves cantaloupe is because he's convinced it comes from the moon.
One small step for man, lots of potassium for mankind.
And the other day when my oldest came up to me and said, "Mom, will eating peas and carrots really help me pull off a fakey frontside ollie with a twist?" I look him in the eye and say, "It can't hurt, honey. It can't hurt."
Moms everywhere are finding creative ways to help their kids eat 5 servings of fruit and vegetables a day. Get ideas, get involved, get going at letsmove.gov. Brought to you by the USDA, HHS, and the Ad Council.
Talk 1470 WWNN Pompano Beach, Boca Raton, Miami, Fort Lauderdale.
Are you concerned about your retirement? Are you satisfied with your current income? If you were to live well into your 90s, would you have enough money to last you the rest of your life? If not, wake up. The markets will crash soon. It's only a matter of time. Learn simple strategies to protect your accounts from the next market crash and even how to profit at Online Trading Academy in Fort Lauderdale. During the next market crash, you know who's going to make money? The banks and institutions. Learn how they do it, then do it for yourself at Online Trading Academy in Fort Lauderdale.
Learn in real classrooms with teachers who currently trade, are profitable, and certified at Online Trading Academy in Fort Lauderdale. See how. Reserve a free seat at the next Power Trading Workshop. Call 1-888-475-0080 or text. Type the letters OTA to the numbers 41411 or call 1-888-475-0080 and listen every day on WSBR.
AM 1470 WNN with more of what you need to know. Here are the latest from Invite Health with Jerry Hickey, weekdays at 9 on AM 1470 WNN.
This is Talk 1470 WNN.
The opinions expressed on the following sponsored program are strictly those of the host, guests, and callers, and not necessarily those of this station, its staff, management, or sponsors. Welcome to the Ask the Expert Show with local celebrity hosts Steve O and Rene. Sit back each week while Steve O and Rene educate you with live in-studio experts, such as lawyers, doctors, home improvement, and financial experts in their field. Call in and have your questions answered each week at 888-565-1470. Now, here is Steve O and Rene with today's expert in their field.
And we are here on a beautiful afternoon. Finally, no rain. It's been crazy with all the rain. And I'm minus my sidekick, Renee. It's very weird doing the show without her. But we did a 3-hour morning show. We have a morning show. I'm not allowed to give out the name of the show. But anyhow, if you'd like to watch today's show live, which by the numbers, we have a lot of people who enjoy watching live, go to www.wwnnradio.com. On the left-hand side of the page, top left-hand side, it says WNN TV. Click there. Voila, there we are. And today, listen, I'm kind of prejudiced a little bit because there's certain shows that I like doing better than other shows. The one about how to curl your hair, I don't get into that very well. But we have an incredible doctor on, Dr. Paula, with us today. Hey, have you ever watched TV and you can sort of hear the words, but you don't understand the words? Well, today, you're going to find out why that happens and what you can do about it. So let me introduce you. My friend, I love this woman. It's Dr. Paula with Abel Audiolology. This is, listen, if you think you've got a hearing problem, if you wear a hearing aid, you want to go to Abel. You want to go to the best. We found the best. That's why we do the show. Welcome.
Thank you,
You got a big head now, don't you?
Yes. And I miss Renee.
It's weird, isn't
and
it?
hello, everybody out there. Thank you for tuning in.
Dr. Paula, you know what? You are just such, what's the word I'm looking for? How much you know about this industry. And I feel comfortable.
I have been doing this for over 30 years.
That's 3-0, not 3, right?
3.
Tell everybody about your background, first of all.
So I am a doctor of audiology, so I have tons of school. And to back that up, I have over 30 years of experience within the field. I have seen it change vastly, and I go to a lot of classes to keep up with all the new trends because there is so much always happening.
Changes a lot?
Really big changes. We have hearing aids that you can control with apps in your phone.
No way.
Yeah, it's really fun. It's cool.
Now, are they expensive? Depends what you call expensive, right?
Right. You know, it's all relative. To me, it's a value proposition. You know, you can take a cruise, which is fun, or you can get hearing aids, which will improve your connections with other people, which lasts forever and creates beautiful memories when you can really hear them and understand
It's a lifestyle change.
So, yeah, it's a lifestyle change. I mean, people spend a lot of money on dentistry, and you would never say, I mean, you might say in your head, you know, wow, that's a lot of money. I actually had a patient come in this morning, and she told me she spent $5,000 on her teeth, which I have had people spend
dental implants,
a
probably.
lot more
Yes.
than $5,000. But you have to do it because things that happen in your mouth affect your whole body.
Exactly.
And things that happen with your ears and your hearing can also affect your whole body because hearing loss, even a mild hearing loss, can make you 3 times more likely to have falls, which
Because of balance.
and 5 times more likely to have cognitive issues like memory loss and dementia. So,
Well, we kind of opened the show by talking about if you've been watching TV and you hear the words, but you don't understand the words.
well,
What is it?
you know, it's like when you have vision loss, you know, for many people, like for myself, without glasses, I see fine, but I still have glasses because I know that there are definitely times if I'm reading or looking at graphs, it just makes things so much easier. I don't have to squint. I can hold the paper down a bit instead of right over my eyes. I don't get headaches if I'm wearing my glasses, if I'm reading for a long time. So I don't always need to wear my glasses. And I can tell you, I do not like my glasses. So when people come in and tell me, I don't want to wear anything, I'm like, I get it. I get it. I don't really like wearing jewelry. I don't really wear a lot of jewelry. Just don't like it on my skin.
I understand.
I don't really like the feel of my glasses. I can't get contact lenses in my eyes. But I know that it's better for me and that it just makes my life easier when I wear them.
Because my dad used to say he would lay in bed watching TV. The sound was fine, but he didn't understand one word they were saying.
Well, when hearing loss is called an invisible disability, for lack of a better term, because it really affects the way you converse with people. And for many, many people, they're not off the charts where they don't hear anything. Most people have some residual hearing loss, and most of the people that are my patients now have some residual hearing loss, so they do have some hearing, so they always hear when people are talking, but they have more hearing loss in specific frequency ranges, which is usually where the consonant sounds are. So to get the P and Peter versus the T and Tom, if it's out of context or you miss something else, they just don't understand the words.
Exactly.
So I get a lot of couples that come in and one spouse is telling the other, you don't hear me. And the other spouse is saying, I hear you just fine.
I've seen that movie.
And at the end of the test, they're both correct, because the spouse with the hearing loss does hear. They just don't understand.
Right.
And hearing and understanding is really two very separate things.
And then, is this person treated with a hearing aid? Is that what the person needs?
Yeah.
So he needs a hearing aid.
And some good advice on how to use the hearing aid.
Okay.
So
it's not just a matter of putting a hearing aid in. There's a lot of training that goes into that.
Oh, absolutely. Because I see all these mail-order hearing aids now, and they're becoming more popular. Basically those are amplifiers. In the state of Florida and many other states, but especially in the state of Florida, it is illegal to sell a hearing aid by mail, because really it's an FDA medically approved device. Right. And it's not just the product. It's all the care that goes into it. It's teaching the person how to readjust to hearing certain things, because even though we hear with our ears, we really understand things. Any kind of sense goes through our brain.
Right.
And the brain is a muscle, so it sort of forgets if it's not used to hearing certain sounds. So if you haven't heard like an S, like in Sam, for a very long time, it's not like it's going to take you forever to relearn the sound S, but your brain really needs to be retrained how to refocus on those sounds. So when you actually go to a qualified hearing professional, it's not just about the product, it's about their years of expertise helping you to retrain the brain. So
you see this TV commercial on all the time. Guy's laying in bed and he can't hear, so he's buying this little dinky device that makes you hear better. What the heck is that?
For $19.95.
For $19.95.
It's sort of, it's a disposable device. So if it breaks, you toss it, you go spend another $19.95.
But $19.95, what do you think your whole life is going to change?
It's very generic. It's not specific for your specific hearing loss. It's not specific for the size and shape of your ear, so it's not really fitted for you. So probably wouldn't be as comfortable for you as a customized, personalized device with personalized service that goes along with it.
Exactly.
It's sort of like I'm reluctant to compare it to this, but it's like the reading glasses that you can get at a drugstore.
That's what I was thinking. But like my father said, the volume's there. I just don't understand what they're saying.
Because it's
so
not,
this place, by giving you more volume, isn't going to make you understand.
Right. And then people will say, oh, hearing aids don't work. But they do, if they're properly fitted, they should always, always work. So that's why when you go to a qualified hearing care professional, healthcare professional, they will go over what you expect from them, what's realistic from these hearing devices, what you need for your specific hearing loss and for your specific lifestyle.
So listen, tell everybody the difference between, you're an audiologist, you're a doctor of audiology. There's also dispensers out there. Tell everybody, it's okay if listen, you're a doctor, you went to school. Dispensers, do they even go to school for this?
The training is definitely less.
Yes.
And, I am not going to knock dispensers. I have to tell you, I've worked with some amazing dispensers. And I know many audiologists, many doctors of audiology that poo-poo dispensers and, do not have good things to say.
So there's like an orthopedic surgeon, and then there's a chiropractor.
Exactly.
Okay. You're the orthopedic surgeon.
The orthopedic surgeon.
This is not where you want to cut corners. Seriously.
It really, there are great dispensers, and if you have, honestly, if you have a simple, I have dispensers that are really not going to like me.
Well, but you know what people need to know, though?
Audiologists typically have gone to school much more, and typically we have more of a medical model because we take a lot of science courses, or at least I did.
Right.
We take a lot of science courses, so we're very well versed on anatomy and physiology. We know how to work with physicians just in case there is something medical going on. And I know many, many dispensers. All I can say is that whoever you go to, really ask questions about their training, because I'm not going to say what corporation, but I used to work for a big corporation, a big franchise, and I won't say which one. But honestly, they told me that if I needed help in my offices, I should go into like a big box store that sells appliances, like refrigerators and whatever, and find out who their best salesperson was.
Wow.
And then go send them to school.
It could have been worse. It could have told you to go to a car dealership to use cars.
So, here, I just want people to be aware, even though hearing aid sales have become very commercialized over the years. And remember, I've been doing this for 30 years, so I've seen all the changes.
In this part of the country, because of the age demographics.
Exactly. So buying a hearing device truly, truly is a life-changing, and it really is a medical thing. And I'm not saying that you have to go to a physician or even an audiologist, even though, of course, I'd prefer everybody come to me. But at least make sure that you're really comfortable with the person that's fitting you and the type of training and experience they have. And
because hearing devices, they're not cheap.
Right.
They're not. I mean, I've seen some guy advertise online. You're going to get what you pay for.
Right.
We're going to go to break right now. When we come back, I want to talk about the different devices out there now, because I know they've got to be changing.
Oh, very much.
It's about small now is better.
Everything is small.
Oh, okay. We're going to go to break. When we come back, we're going to talk about the different devices out there, because maybe it's time for you to change a device. We'll be right back. I got to tell you.
Dr. Paula Liebeskin is proud to introduce Abel Audiology and Hearing Center in Pembroke Pines. Here at the Abel Center, we are dedicated to providing you with a truly customized and successful hearing health experience. Success to us means you leave happy, healthy, and hearing the world around you. The Abel Center specializes in hearing loss, tinnitus, and tinnitus treatments, hearing aids, oral rehabilitation, and balance disorders. Abel Audiology offers professional and research-based services to individuals living with hearing loss, ringing in the ears, or balance disorders. Abel's audiologic and tinnitus evaluations and balance tests are performed exclusively by Dr. Paula Liebeskin, a leading expert. Contact Abel Audiology and Hearing Center today, as there has never been a better time to enjoy better hearing than now. Abel Audiology and Hearing Center is located at 2301 North University Drive, Suite 110, Pembroke Pines, Florida. Call them at 954-435-9779 or visit their website at www.abelaudio.com. That's ABEL audio.com.
That was the fastest commercial I've ever had in my life. Hey, if you've just tuned in, this is the Ask the Expert show. I'm Steve O. My partner, Rene, is working on one of our other shows today. We have in studio live, I just like calling her Dr. Paula. I think we're friends enough. There's all different types of devices out there. So, like, what kind of device is everybody looking for now?
There are so many, and people get so inundated with things on TV and in the newspapers and in the mail. I have people who come to me with stacks and stacks, like, what is all this? Figure this out for me. I always tell my patients, the best hearing aid out there for you is the one that you will wear.
Makes sense.
So there are different style choices. Some people like the little ones that go in the, that just fit in the ear.
You can barely see them.
Right, that you really can't see them. There are little ones that go over the ear. People like those because of comfort and flexibility and fitting. A lot of them have Bluetooth capabilities.
Wow.
Which is really fun. And I'm really loving these apps that are in the phone. So
what is Rush Limbaugh had the surgery?
Rush Limbaugh had the surgery, and of course, I have
but
to qualify that
pronouncing, like instead of saying school, he goes school. And it's got to be from the surgery.
I have to qualify that Rush Limbaugh is not my patient. I've never seen him. I don't know what his hearing loss is like, so this is just conjecture.
All I know is he had surgery.
I know he had a sudden hearing loss, profound hearing loss, and he got a cochlear implant. So
that's what it is, okay.
A lot of times, if you can't hear the feedback of what you're saying,
that's got to be what it is.
For him, I honestly don't know. Because it really was sudden, and it was not like he was born with it. So he had excellent speech
and
his whole life.
Tell me some of the bells and whistles now that are on hearing devices.
Oh, well.
Like you said once about Bluetooth.
I will tell you the bells and whistles most people look for is really good noise management, because people come in and they're like, am I going to hear all the noise behind me? So,
So you have to adjust it?
Yeah. So there's like a little computer chip inside each hearing device that we program on the computer through software so that we can make the hearing aids do different things. So if you need more aggressive noise management, if you work in a noisy place, I have people that...
What if you have a noisy wife? Can you turn it down? No, I don't have one. Can you turn it down? What?
No.
Okay.
But then you go into selective hearing like we all do anyway, so...
Nothing wrong with that. So I noticed you actually brought in a case of different hearing aids.
Not today, but yes.
But you did
but
on
I have,
one of our first
I can bring
shows.
them back. Yeah, they're you know what? Some of them
amazing.
Are so tiny. They have these little extended wear ones that are like contact lenses. You can put them in and not...
How do they keep from falling out, though? Because I've put like earbuds in my ear before that would fall out.
Most of them are custom made, so they're made to the shape of your ear canal. So if you put them in correctly, they stay in there.
Do you wear hearing aids 24/7?
We encourage people to wear them as much as they can, because even, I have patients that tell me, well, I have a pretty quiet lifestyle, and, I just want to wear them here and there. So I always tell my patients, wear them at least 6 to 8 hours for the first 30 days so that the brain and the ear reconnect well. There are certain times that you positively cannot wear them. You're not really supposed to wear them to sleep.
You shouldn't wear them to sleep in.
We don't encourage people to sleep in them. You really, although a lot of them have a lot of really great nano coatings so that you really can go swimming in them, a lot of them, we don't really recommend that you go swimming.
Oh, I wouldn't think so. Especially the amount of money. Now, does insurance cover anything with hearing aids?
Most of the time, insurance does not.
That is amazing. I cannot believe
regrettably, but we always have fun, and it is. It's, of course, I'm coming from the other end of it, so I don't really look at it as a cost. I look at it as an investment. You're investing in you're investing in confidence levels to have conversations and to connect with people, and that is definitely an investment.
So the hearing test is very important. That's the first thing they go through.
I believe hearing tests, we've had this conversation, hearing tests should be just as important as an annual eye exam and getting your cholesterol checked and your stress levels checked.
So now, don't you go out to houses in a certain radius?
I go out to houses too, yes.
I think that's it. So what kind of radius? Because you're in Pembroke Pines.
I'm in Pembroke Pines, but I go from Miami to Lake Worth.
So, and this is for the hearing test?
And for the fitting.
And for the fitting. So it doesn't matter if you're in Palm Beach County, if you're in Broward County. Give everybody your phone number.
954-435-9779. Our email address is Abel Audio. That's A-B as in boy, E as in evergreen, L-A-U-D as in Debbie, I-O, coordinator @gmail.com. We're very willing to answer questions.
And your website is wonderful, too.
Thank you.
What's your website address?
www.abelaudio.com.
Okay, you got a lot of great information on there.
We're very willing to answer questions. If you want a second opinion on something.
The most important thing is this is nothing to be embarrassed about.
When I was a little girl, eyeglasses were like major stigma. I remember being, 4 eyes and the whole thing. And the eyeglass industry did this whole thing so that it's fashion eyewear, and everybody thinks eyeglasses now are sexy and chic. They have to have 12 different pairs, one in this color, one in that color, one in this shape, and it's just hot to wear glasses now. And the stigma is gone. So if you're a kid now, you don't even know that there ever was a stigma. And hearing aids, we are working to get that same shift of image because they're really so tight. In terms of size and style, they truly are so little. And, hearing truly, in my estimation, is very anti-aging because it keeps you young, because it keeps you in touch with everything, and you're not asking people what, to me, when somebody says to me, what, that's much more aging than having a little thing in your ear that's smaller than a Bluetooth device.
Is there, though, a stigma like, oh, I've got to get a hearing aid, I'm aging, I'm getting old? I would think that, the benefits outweigh.
I have to say, there's still some of that, not really as much. as there was.
People are more willing to say, I want to take care of this.
I get more, but they're so expensive. I don't know if they're going to help me. And again, that's a value proposition because, the investment truly is a couple grand.
Sure, yes.
That's just, and sometimes
but to be able to hear and understand.
To me, it's priceless.
I mean, our whole life is about our hearing.
Yeah.
And our eyesight.
I never want money to be a reason that people don't hear better. So some people people want to be in touch with their children and their grandchildren.
Exactly.
And, it just makes your life so much more enjoyable when you're not sitting in a corner going, did they say this or did they say that?
Listen, you can hear the passion in Dr. Paula's voice. I don't care if you live in Palm Beach County, wherever you live, Dade, Broward. This is someone, you don't want to just pull someone out. Well, we used to say the phone book. You don't want to just Google somebody for this. This is someone you have to put a lot of faith in, someone who is a doctor of audiology. She can't say anything about dispensers, but I can. I mean, this is an investment, and I want someone who knows this industry. Dr. Paula does. Give everybody your phone number again.
954-435-9779.
Listen, we love having you on the show. It always goes by so fast.
Here, I know.
And Dr. Paula is part of our morning show, which I cannot talk about. That's okay. I understand. That's part of the biz. But no, you can't either.
I'm sorry.
But listen, we love when you come on, and she's with us every month. She'll be back again next month. And if you want to look at Twitter, I'm #FL Critic, because Renee and I are food critics. We'll let you know when Dr. Paula's going to be on again. We love having you on.
Thank you. I love being here.
We're going to go to break, and we come back. We have Mr. Barry Fowler with Taxation Solutions. We'll be right back.
Dr. Paula Liebeskin is proud to introduce Abel Audiolology and Hearing Center in Pembroke Pines. Here at the Abel Center, we are dedicated to providing you with a truly